Alright friends, so now finally we're gonna start talking about a concept that is not that easy, the fact tables. This one confuses a lot of people and I think it gets people lost in data modeling once they start working with facts. But the good news is that there is like one trick, one very simple concept. If you understand it, then suddenly working with fact tables gonna feel easy. And here I'm talking about understanding the grain in the facts. So now of course the big question is, what is a grain? The grain is the level of details that one row in your fact table represents. So now, of course, in order to understand what this exactly means, we're gonna have a very simple example. Alright, so in this example, we have 3 fact tables, and at the start, if you look at this inside your data model, you're gonna get the feeling they are all like the same. The total number of sales is like identical, and we are speaking about the same business. So they are very similar fact tables, but now, my friends, if you zoom in and start looking to the details, you're gonna understand those 3 fact tables are completely different from each other's. And that's because of one thing, the grain is different. Each table has different level of details. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Let's start with the first table. So here we have the fact sales. Now you have to ask this question, what does one row in this table represent? So we have to try to explain it in one sentence. So now you can see that this one row is actually part of like one order. So here we can see that we ordered 3 products in the same order number, right? That means each row is representing one line of one order. And this is, my friend, the grain of this fact table. Each row represents a line. Same thing here, for example, in this order, the one row representing one line of order. So this is the grain for the first table. Let's go to the second one. Again, we have to ask the same question. What does one row represent? Now, if you go and pick one row and say it loud, each row here is representing the whole order. It doesn't matter how many products did we order. It could be 1 product, 10 products. It's still gonna be only one row. So my friends, the grain in this fact table gonna be the whole order. It is not anymore like detailed like the fact sales, right? So it has like less details than the first facts. Same thing if I go to another row, like for example over here, this one is representing the order. But if I go to the other fact, you can see it contains 2 products. This is the grain of this table. Now let's go to the last one. Same thing, ask the same question. What does one row represent in this fact? Now if you go and check each row, you can see we don't have anymore the orders. Like each row is representing one month. We have January, February, and March. So that means each row here is representing a month of sales, right? So the grain for this fact table gonna be the month. Of course, here it is highly aggregated compared to the other facts. Other facts contains more details. So that means, my friends, although 3 facts have different grains and different level of details. The first one, fact sales, is the most detailed one. One row represents one line of order. And in the second fact, we are losing those details. So the fact order, the grain here is the whole order. And the third fact, sales monthly, the level of detail here is really low. So we have here high aggregation. And the grain here is month of sales. We don't see any details about the orders or the line of orders. So this is what we mean with the grain. It is not that hard, right?
That's what she said.
And from now on, each time you see a fact table in your model, you're gonna ask this one simple question and you're gonna say it loud. What does each row represent in my facts? And once you answer this question, then everything gonna be simple for you. You're gonna understand your fact. You're gonna understand how to connect it inside your data model. But what is way more important, you're gonna write correct DAX calculations on top of your fact. So my friends, understanding the grain is the first thing that you're gonna do once you start data modeling, and as well once you understand it, then you have really solid foundations. Otherwise, things might go wrong. So now let me show you an example why exactly it is critical for calculations. Okay, again, here we have one fact table, the sales, and it looks simple, right? And now if I go and start asking you business questions for this fact, and you jump immediately to the calculations without understanding the grain of this fact, you might start doing wrong calculations. Like for example, if I tell you, go and find the total number of orders. Now you might say, okay, this is really simple. I'm gonna go and count the order IDs inside the fact. And you tell me, okay, we have 6 orders in the table. My friend, that was really quick. Look again, do we have really 6 orders? Well, no, right? We have here only 3 orders. So my friends, without like taking step back and understanding the grain of your fact table, even if it's like simple like this, you're gonna do wrong calculations. calculations. So what one row represents in this fact, it is a line of order. So that means if I want to find the total number of orders in this very detailed fact table, I have to go and count the order ID, but using distinct counts. So I'm counting one ID only once. And with that, you're going to get 3 orders. Now, of course, in some calculations, you're going to be lucky. Like for example, if you go over here and I tell you, find the total sales inside our business, you're going to go and make the sum of this column and you're going to get it correct. All right, so now let's move to the third one. This is going to be a tricky one. If I ask you to find the total costs of shipping, if you don't understand the grains, you're going to go immediately to the shipping and say, okay, the sum of all those values. And this is wrong, my friends, because look at this. The same cost is like repeating for each line, right? And this of course makes sense because the cost of shipping going to be for the whole order, right? For all products. So that means if you go blindly and start like aggregating all those values and you tell me, okay, the total cost of shipping is 450, this is wrong. You still have to be careful with the grain, and it is way more correct if you say, okay, I'm going to go and find the highest shipping cost in the whole order. In case we got like wrong numbers or different pricing, you're going to go with the highest one. And with that, the total cost of shipping is 200. And here comes really something important to understand, that in one table we have different columns with different grains. And the grain of the line of sales is actually the line of order and not the whole order. And if you go and compare it to the shipping, here we have different grain in this column. It is again the order itself and not the line of order. So that means not only you have to understand what each one row is representing, but as well you have to understand your numbers at which level they are. It could be as the same level as the table itself, like the line of sales, or it could be a different aggregated grain like we had in the shipping and the order ID. So my friends, as you can see, even with a very simple fact table, you might do wrong calculations if you don't understand the grain of your table and as well the grain of each column. Otherwise, you're gonna be delivering wrong numbers to the business and they might do wrong decisions.